And where do we go? Today's Tuesday, which means the bug catching contest is on today. Wait, is it Tuesday? No, it's Friday. I forgot to change the date back. But I guess that's convenient for what's in here. Would you like to give it a try? Not yet. And here we are in the national park. This is where the bug catching contest is held. That is main use. Relaxation square for everyone's national park. Yeah, I always felt that the soundtrack was like a end credits soundtrack. So it was very intriguing to me the first time I heard it. What do you say? Pay attention, please. Oops, I have to quit thinking like a teacher all the time. You must be a Pokemon trainer. Since you're working so hard, I want you to have this. For Takir, she gives us a Quick Claw. Very handy. Let a Pokemon hold that Quick Claw. Sometimes it'll strike first during battle. If your Pokemon holds this, 50% of the time they'll move first regardless of the speed stat. Handy on slow Pokemon, like Machop, but I think I'm gonna keep the Soothe Bell on Machop. What other items are here? There are 5 items. We just got the first one now. The other one's gonna be 1, 2. 1, 2 right here for the first full heal. Then we need to go to the northeast. There's gonna be a hole in the fence that we can go behind. There's some items behind the fence. First one is visible right here, a Soothe Bell. That's an important held item depending on what you plan to have on your team. Which pocket is it in? I think it was this one. An item to be held is a bell with a comforting chime that calms the holder and makes it friendly. Yeah, it boosts the accumulated friendship of your Pokemon, so be sure to put it on a Pokemon with a happiness evolution. The next item is gonna be all the way over here down. It's a little bit, it's a visible item, but it's hard to see it's in that Pokeball. TM28 for Dig. Is a 2-turn ground move, 80% power, 100% accuracy. It can also be used to exit dungeons. Yeah, it has an overworld effect. It's like a free escape rope. So why don't we teach it to one of our temporary team members, Tiny Wings. I don't want to put it on Tachi because Tachi's gonna get more more HM moves, and for Big Jaws, same thing. I'm just gonna teach it on Tiny Wings. Tiny Wings is our Serene Grace Rock Smasher. And I believe is it right here? Yeah, the corner of this fence. A full heal. That's all the items you can get now. There are a couple trainers. The first one I want to battle to showcase that you can register them in your Pokemon now. Oh, and this is the first time we can encounter tall grass. As you can see, if like we try to charge it with our bike, it won't let us in. But if we get off our bike, we can go in it and initiate a wild encounter. It's like you just saw first blade of grass. Let's throw a repel. I highly recommend you find the 5% encounter Butterfree that's in this grass, because it has guaranteed to have the ability Compound Eyes, which boosts the hold rate of wild Pokemon held items. Very useful. My Pokemon is simply darling. Let me tell you how proud my darling makes me. Okay. Yeah, this is the NPC. She could give you her number right here. Pokefan Beverly. Oh, she looks like the same as the female Pokemon Let me start over. She looks like the female Pokefan sprite from Emerald, just in higher resolution. Oh, you have Intimidate. That's gonna be annoying. Karate Chop. As revenge. Man, now it's a 2-hit kill instead of a 1. Dang, Mudchop is so good for these normal types. I'm so glad that we have it on our team. It probably is gonna be the best Pokemon on my team. Wait, she's holding Bonsly? That's the baby Pokemon for Sudowoodo. Your Pokemon is so cute and adorable. You love Pokemon just like I do. Want to trade phone numbers? Yes, please. She is someone you can register in your Pokenav. To be honest, I want a Meryl, but I make do with my cute Snubble. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Snubble. You're the cutest Pokemon ever, really. But sometimes she'll call you, and then you can visit her to get a nugget. So you can get free nuggets from her occasionally. Now we can catch that Butterfree. I do plan on catching a Butterfree, and there's also a couple trainers you can fight. But first, I'm going to demonstrate the bug catching contest that can only happen on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And this NPC will spawn right here, saying, "Today is whatever day the bug catching contest is." That means the bug catching contest is on today. The rules are simple. Using one of your Pokemon, catch a bug-type Pokemon to be judged. Would you like to give it a try? Yes! Uh-oh, you have more than one Pokemon. You'll have to use Foreman, the first Pokemon in your party. Is that okay with you? Yeah, sure. Fine, we'll hold your other Pokemon while you compete. They were left with the contest helper. No, I want them in my PC box, not with some stranger. Here are Sport Balls to use, and we receive 20 Sport Balls. The person who gets the strongest bug Pokemon is the winner. You have 20 minutes. If you run out of Sport Balls, you're done. You can keep the last Pokemon you catch as your own. Yep. Conveniently, I'm gonna be aiming for that Butterfree, not to win the contest. Go and catch the strongest bug type Pokemon you can find. And we get a different theme, and all the NPCs are gone, meaning we are in the middle of the bug catching contest. We can talk to these NPCs who are also participating. Got it? I'm going to win. Don't bother me. Okay, Mr. Rudas. Anyways, I can talk about the bug catching contest that we're in. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, once per day, we can enter a bug catching contest using one Pokemon, no bag items, and 20 Sport Balls. We must catch the rarest, highest level bug type we can within 20 minutes. Sport Balls have a 1.5 times catch rate like a Great Ball and can only be used here. We'll lose if we quit or black out, since we only have one Pokemon in our party. Oh, we were under Repel, that's why I'm not encountering anything. We have the option to keep the bug Pokemon that was judged, just like the dude told us, in the exotic Sport Ball we use. They're only used in, or their last use was in HeartGold and SoulSilver before they made a return in the Sword and Shield DLC via the Cramorant, which you could RNG manipulate. Or rather, if you're me, you can have a computer RNG manipulate it for you. So we have 20 minutes to find this Butterfree that I want to keep. The pool of Pokemon will change once you have the National Dex to include Gen 3 and 4 Bug-type Pokemon. The bug with a combination of the highest level, IV, and remaining HP, along with rarity, will be judged. Scyther and Pinsir are what you're aiming for. Those have the highest rarity, but because of their low catch rate, it's gonna be tough to catch them at full HP. Oh man, Foreman, you're too slow to escape this speed drill. Oh man, that's no bueno. Anyway, here's a chart for the prizes for the pre and post national Pokédex, and let's go. We got a Butterfree with us. Now we can try to use 20 Sport Balls, but I want to see what your catch rate is, Butterfree. Oh, it's only 45, and because I don't care about winning this thing, I'm gonna headbutt you. It's 70 base power, yeah. Let's go for a headbutt. Ouch! No, it's not stab, and Butterfree has low stats too. Okay, perfect range. Let's catch this Butterfree. You're gonna be my compound ice Pokemon, if we ever use it. Let's use a Sport Ball. Oh no. I forgot we can't use our potions in this place. We're out of usable Pokemon. What? We lose money too? Oh my goodness. Okay, at least you can see what happens if you if you faint because you failed to catch a Pokemon. We'll not judge the Pokemon you've caught. We have chosen the winners. Placing third is Cindy with Metapod. Placing second is Bugcatcher Josh with Kakuna. And the winner is Dawn, who caught a whopping Pinsir. The score was 323. Everyone else gets a shell bell as a consolation prize. Oh yeah, you do get a participation prize. We're not gonna need this shit show. We return the Pokemon we kept for you. Here you go. What about the money I lost? It's not my fault. I was stuck with one Pokemon. Is it done for the day? Oh man, it's actually done for the day, but it's whatever. At least I got to show it off, and we could use our entire party to catch Butterfree now. Gonna catch up on a couple bios, because I forgot Poliwag had a Johto evolution. I made a note that you could catch it, but I didn't actually talk about it. Very fast but frail water type with hypnosis. Not many water types can inflict sleep, so that's a pretty cool trait. Gets Body Slam, one of my favorite moves, 30% chance of paralyze. Its abilities are okay, like Water Absorb is so much better. There's not much of a choice there. At level 25 it evolves into a Poliwhirl. Its high speed remains the same with added physical tanking abilities and much more expanded physical TM move pool. It even learns Belly Drum at level 37, having your max HP to max your attack stages, but if you evolve it before with a Water Stone, you won't learn it. It evolves into Poliwrath. It loses speed and adds a lot of bulk. It's very bulky and nice for it to have physical water stab now, but being a water type, you want to use it against fire types, and those can burn you with their moves or flame body, and you don't have guts, which is very sad. This thing was one ability away from being an S tier Pokemon. It's still a very good choice though. Poliwhirl's other split evolution introduced in Johto is unfortunately a trade evolution with a King's Rock. Politoed is built like a generic water type, however you don't get a secondary typing, and you should wait till level 32 to evolve Poliwhirl for Mudshot, because it weirdly loses all the physical TMs you get as Poliwhirl, but realistically Surf, Mudshot, Ice Beam, and Hypnosis is this thing's only reliable moveset. Aipom is very popular. It's a versatile normal type Pokemon. It is found in azalea trees. It doesn't matter which encounter table, just headbutt trees till you get an encounter. It can have pickup or runaway for its abilities. Highly suggest runaway as it changes into a far superior ability later. It is an S tier Pokemon for your team in my opinion, because it can do so much with its speed in a casual playthrough. You get a strong stab with headbutt immediately via tutoring, with flinch I might add. It can lower accuracy quickly with Sand Attack, lower attack and defense quickly with Tickle, a fantastic debuffing move. For TMs, you get Shadow Claw for the ghost type, and a fast taunt versus passive opponents, especially the double team to minimize users. Those things are so annoying. And a fast U-turn, which obviously you can abuse versus fighting psychic and dark opponents. It gets Baton Pass really early, a very powerful move, but you can't abuse it till the Elite Four. It evolves into Aipom when it levels up, knowing double hit, learned at level 32. It has nice speed, and the runaway ability changes into Technician, boosting the power of moves 60 base power and below, like Aerial Ace. It's the same with more stats. You can forget double hit after, as it's an accurate move. If you really want to spice things up, the two other ways to use Aipom around the Elite Four levels, you can have a lot more fun. You can use Tickle and set up baton passes with nasty plot and agility for special sleepers that don't care about intimidate. Use any special sleeper of your choice. Or another really fun tech, have Tickle, Last Resort, and forget your other two moves to debuff your opponents with Tickle. And now that you use all of their moves, you know, by technicality, you can spam 130 base power stab Last Resorts. But you have to switch out if you get a resist. Though those are neat strategies for experienced players, and they might not even be good. I just saw the potential and thought they might be fun. Okay, for the actual new Pokemon, Sunkern is found in National Park, 25% in the day only, a pure grass type that is very weak, like very, very weak, even for stage 1 Pokemon. It has a base 30 in every stat, but it gets a new rare ability, Solar Power, increasing special attack 1.5 times at the cost of 1/8 of your max HP every turn, so like a built-in choice specs. But you have to choose between that and Chlorophyll to double your speed, and you won't have access to Sun until level 37. It only gets grass moves, and for TMs you only get Facade and Sludge Bomb like Blossom, and like Blossom, it's very rough in this region to be a grass type, even more being pure grass. It evolves into Sunflora with a Sunstone. It is faster to try for the bug catching contest than it is grinding the Pokeathlon for an hour. It gains a lot of special attacks, but it gains no additional base speed, and you have no ability to utilize for a long time. This thing is not taking many hits at all. This poor thing is so easily forgotten. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, Scyther can be caught 5% of encounters in the bug catching contest. You can only enter one a day and can catch in a fancy sport ball, and you can only use one Pokemon to catch it with. It has a newly added ability, Technician, so you might have to retry for the ability, as Technician is leagues better than Swarm. It has great stats. Johto has a lot of great bug type Pokemon with high base stats. Pursuit is so much better now that it is physical and gets boosted by Technician along with Wing Attack. And at level 1, you have the option to get boosted quick attacks too, once you have access to it. But harder hitting moves like Scizor and Night Slash won't come until the 40s. It gets a new evolution, but it's another trait evolution. Yeah, a glaring flaw in Johto is that the region's Pokemon are so inaccessible. If you trade Scyther holding a metal coat, it gets a Johto evolution into Scizor. Its stats are rearranged and keeps the same total, taking from its speed and adding to its attack, and changing its flying typing into steel, meaning like Fortress, its only double weakness is fire now. A fantastic dual combo, bug and steel. You heard me talk about it already with Fortress. Because of its steel typing, it's a great user of Swords Dance if you want to grind for it in the game corner. And at the 8th gym, you can get the level 1 move Bullet Punch, a priority steel type move. It's like Quick Attack, which it gets stab and Technician boosts with. Along with Swords Dance, you can cleave through targets along with your other great Technician boosted moves. They really gave Scyther and Scizor so much by giving it that one ability and one or two moves. Even if you can't trade for Scizor, Scyther is still a great choice. And I just realized the episode is getting a bit long, so that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to go to the east into Route 36. So I will see you in the next one.